A logo? Who needs a stinking logo? That and more coming up next. Good Mark TV morning, and if you haven't heard yet, Instagram has changed their logo. Yep, they've gone from that old style looking funky Polaroid camera thing to this weird purple, bluish, pink, I don't know, whatever. Obviously it's some kind of camera, but regardless, the internet is going crazy because, well, the internet is crazy always. Yeah, people are freaking out and they're offering their input, most of it being negative, which again is kind of normal for the internet. But the point is, Instagram decided to freshen up their look. They wanted to make it a little different, a little more relevant, perhaps a little more reflective of who they are and their values. Now, I work with small business owners all the time, and a very common question I get from them is, do I need a logo? I mean, after all, right? You're gonna have a website and business cards and all this other stuff. Why can't you just use your name? Why do you have to spend money on some kind of graphic? Well, my answer is this: a company without a logo is like a day without sunshine. Absolutely, you have to have a logo, and it's more than just a little pretty picture that represents your company. Every time someone sees your logo, be it on a sign, on a website, a business card, whatever it is, it does a number of things. Number one, it reminds them of their experiences, well, that they had with you. Be it your service, your quality, your products, the experience, whatever it is, that logo will remind them of that. Number two is it creates continuity. If they start seeing this everywhere, they'll start to associate it with you. Think of the Nike swoosh. Whenever you see it, you think of Nike. It doesn't matter whether it's on a shirt, a pair of sneakers, or on the side of a building. You know that company. And you don't have to spend millions of dollars in marketing to establish the relationship between your company and your logo. All you have to do is be committed to it. Which brings us to design, and so often I see people using websites like Fiverr or handing it off to their 14-year-old kid who's really good at graphic design. No, you can't do that. This is your livelihood we're talking about. You're not just dicking around with some artwork, and if you don't like it, who cares? People who don't know you and have no experience with you will create a first impression of what your company is like based solely on this graphic, on your logo. So you gotta make it count. Take the time to do it right. So what makes a logo great? Well, if I could tell you that, there would be no need for guys like me to actually design you logos. But what I can do is tell you what make logos bad, and it's way more fun to talk about anyway. Take a look at some of these logos here, and I think you'll see some common traits as to what makes them really suck. So take a look at this logo here, music connecting people. Not really sure what that means, but what I can tell you is I think these people are being connected not so much by music, but perhaps by sharing the same news. And then there's this one for Dirty Bird Fried Chicken, or as I like to call it, Dirty Mind Fried Chicken. I'm not sure which part of the chicken you're getting, but the big question to me would be white meat or dark? And then we've got the Arlington Pediatric Center. Now, I'm not sure exactly what services they offer, but I can tell you this, that doctor's definitely getting serviced. And then we've got this nice little graphic here. I'm not really sure what company it represents or organization, but I'm pretty sure that's a priest. And I'm even more sure that's a small child in front of the priest. The big question is the child supposed to be facing the priest or facing away from the priest? Or I guess, does it really matter? And then we've got this classic, which never goes out of style. I'm thinking if the client didn't give a thumbs up to this, well, he definitely gave something up. Now, perhaps you already have a logo and you're thinking, well, it kind of sucks, but I can't go through the whole work of redoing it. It's too much. Well, I'm here to tell you, not true. If companies like UPS, Pepsi, and Walmart can do it, you can do it. It's about taking the time to plan it and do it properly, and understanding too that even if you have a great logo, perhaps times change. I mean, it may not look as good now as it did maybe 30 or 40 years ago when it was designed, and there's nothing wrong with that. But regardless, you have to understand the importance that that little graphic will mean to how people perceive your business. So when you're thinking about doing that graphic, spend the time, look around, see what's out there, and most importantly, find someone who will take the time to not only understand how to design a logo properly, but take the time to understand your business and what you want that logo to say. So with that, I am Mark Gordon and you've been watching Mark TV. Hey, let's not end the party just yet. Now is your chance to let the world know how much you love Mark TV or hate it, whatever works for you. All you have to do is put some comments down below, and of course I will always respond. And of course I'd like you to click subscribe, that way I can let you know about new Mark TV episodes as they come up. I mean, what a great way to not only learn about new business ideas to help you grow your company, but waste some bandwidth as well. So with that, I will see you next time.